Hello shoppers out there, it's a brand new week, so you guys know what that means. A new week with lots of new adventures to be had, and I'm going to be taking you guys along on my adventures that I get up to this week. I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your week. I haven't got work until Wednesday evening, which means I've got the next 2 days off, and I was able to have a little bit of a lie-in this morning, which is very nice. And the sun was shining, it was beautiful blue skies. Not what they said it was going to be like. They said it was going to be really miserable and raining, so I was glad that we were having a little bit of sunshine. I then got showered and changed, and for my breakfast I had some lemon curd toast with a cup of tea. I love lemon curd toast so much, it's probably one of my favourite spreads to have on my toast when I'm having toast for my breakfast. I was then just watching a little bit of TV, just a bit of music, and just worked on a bit of my short story that I've been working on, and was listening to a bit of Zara Larsson, a bit of Kylie, a bit of Lady Gaga, and watched some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos and C9 videos. And then I was just watching some stuff off record, and then finished catching up on and sorted my Bluetooth Doll out into a new look, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my Bluetooth Doll's newest look, starting off with the shoes. She's got these black high-heel boots, then these blue denim jeans, then she has this turquoise blue jumper with some black bows on and her black hat, and this is the whole look. A turquoise jumper with the bows on is so cute. I wish I could have that in the life-size version, as I love all the bows, and that colour of the jumper is so beautiful. I love turquoise, it's probably one of my favourite colours. I was then just watching some vlogs, some of my favourite YouTubers and their vlogs. I had a cup of tea and some of my custard cream biscuits, and then I got myself ready to go off for a walk, and I had my hat on and I didn't want to be burning my head with the sun shining, and I was listening to music on my headphones. I then made my way up to the high street, and I went off to have a look into the child shops. I went off to one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books so much, and they had some Doctor Who books in there and magazines, so I was having a look at those. I then popped in to Aldi and had a look at the Best Buy section, and then went off to one of the pubs where I saw one of my mates and was chatting with them. And then on the way up from there, I got 2 mirror selfies from there, and I'll show you guys those. That golden mirror is so beautiful. I love a golden mirror. I then head off to go and get myself a coffee from one of the cafes, and I got myself a caramel hot chocolate from one of the coffee shops that I always love to go into. They always do such lovely hot chocolates in there, and I'll show you guys that. The hot chocolate was so delicious. I then chilled in there for a bit, and they had a really good playlist playing in there. I was chatting with the workers in there who were so lovely. And then on the way out, I got some mirror selfies. We've got really pretty mirrors and funky wallpaper in there, and lanterns. It's so beautiful in there. I then headed off to have a look around some more of the child shops, and then went off to the flower shop and got some flower snaps. They just got a load of new flowers in and had such beautiful bouquets of flowers, lots of beautiful coloured flowers, roses and sunflowers, which are some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of, and it smelled so good in there. I then got some snaps from the plant section, and I'll show you guys those. I was having a lovely look around there at all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots, and always have such great plant displays, especially in the windows. It's always like a little jungle with all the plants hanging down. It's so beautiful in there. I was having a lovely chat with the flower keepers in there. I then got 3 mirror selfies from there that I'll show you guys. The first 2 I got from there were in front of this mirror with all the plants around it, and then the third one was this mirror in front of all of the bouquets of flowers, and it's so beautiful with all the flowers around it. I then head off, and on my way back I stopped off at one stop that I didn't know had a cash point. I got the cash out for the week ahead, as I like to be able to see what I'm spending and not tapping on my card as much, as it can be a bit of a risky game. I then was listening to music on my headphones and got back, and on my way back I got some flower snaps, and I'll show you guys those. These yellow and peach coloured rose snaps that I got are so beautiful with such lovely colours on, and those pink splodges on that yellow rose are so beautiful, and that blue flower snap I got as well. I'm loving all of the beautiful coloured roses and flowers out and about that I come across on my walk at the moment. This is one of my favourite times of year with all the lovely flowers that I get to get snaps of. I just love flower photography so much. I got back and my older sister popped in with her mate, and Bear gets a bit funny around men, so he's barking a little bit. He wouldn't hurt him or anything, he's a bit of a wuss, but he was just getting a bit stressed out, so we took him out in the garden. I was playing with him to help calm him down. My dad then got up from his nap and was playing with him out in the garden whilst my older sister's mate was in the living room, and we were having a chat with him. He's lovely, he works in hospitality like me, so we were sharing war stories. And then they headed off to Berkeley Castle, where's my invite. I then had some lunch and I had some tuna mayonnaise sandwiches with a cup of tea and some biscuits, having some bear cuddles, listened to a bit of music. I had the 90s music playlist channel on, a lot of bit of 90s pop, and then I was just working on a little bit more of my short story I've been working on, and some illustrations and coloring some of those in. I was just tidying up my office and dazzling house a little bit and moving a bit of my dollhouse and stuff around a bit, changing it up a little bit. I then was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny sea lion videos. Sea lions are just so adorable. And then for my tea, I had a bacon and egg bap, and I'll show you guys that. The bacon and egg baps that we had for tea was so delicious. I then was just working on some more illustrations and finishing off my journal entry for today, put it that away, and then I got 2 mirror selfies from this golden mirror from my desk with this bow on, and I'll show you guys. That golden mirror with the bow on is so beautiful. I got from TK Maxx a few months ago, and it's just so pretty. And then I was just working on a little bit more of my short story I'm working on at the moment. I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and had some more of my custard cream biscuits, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK Soaps and New Love Island, and I shall see you with more on the vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday, and I got up early ready to go off to the garden centre, my happy place, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and I had some bear cuddles and listened to a bit of music whilst getting myself ready to head off to the garden centre. I then headed off to get the bus to the garden centre, and just as I got to the bottom of my road, the bus was heading down the main road to the bus stop, which meant I didn't have long to wait for the bus, thankfully, and it always waits there for a little bit, so I just had a nice slow walk down, got onto the bus, and the bus waited there for a bit, and then we made our way off, and I got to the garden centre and got in there, and I got some snacks from the home section, and I'll show you guys those. The home section is so beautiful. They always have such lovely displays with lots of pretty pottery and summery bits like that, and candles and pillows. I was having a lovely look around there. I then headed off to the plant section and got some plant snaps from there to show you guys. My plant section is huge. I was having a lovely look around there at all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots, and then I head off to the flower section and got some flower snaps from there to show you guys. I was able to get some really beautiful flower snaps from there, all the lovely roses and dahlias with such beautiful colours. I was having a lovely walk around there, enjoying all of the beautiful flowers, and it smelled so good. I then got 3 mirror selfies from the garden centre, and I'll show you guys those. They've got such cute mirrors in that garden centre. I then had a look around at the stationery and the plushies and the sweet section, and then I got some more flower snaps, and I'll show you guys those. There are just so many beautiful flowers in that garden centre to get snaps of. They have such beautiful dahlias. This garden centre are known for their amazing dahlias. I then head off to get the bus back, and I got off and went off to one of the cafes in Alveston that I always love to go to. I got some lunch from there, and I had some Coronation chicken sandwiches with a bit of old school cake, and I got a 7-Up, and I'll show you guys that. The Coronation chicken sandwiches that I had for my lunch were so delicious. Coronation chicken is probably one of my favourite sandwich spreads to have. It's so good, and the salad as well, and a bit of old school cake that I had. And then I just chilled in there for a little bit, and then one of my regulars from my workplace popped in to get a coffee to take away, so I was having a nice chat with him. And then just before leaving, I popped to Lou, and then I got my selfie from there, and I'll show you guys that. I then headed off for a walk and made my way back, and was enjoying the lovely sunshine and blue skies. Made sure to have my hat on, and was listening to music on my headphones, and then popped to one of the pubs on my way back and got a drink from there. I just got a orange and passion fruit J2O and got a snap of that in front of these pretty dry flowers, and I'll show you guys that. It's so lovely in that pub. I then saw and chatted to one of my mates who was in there, and then I got some pretty mirror selfies from there to show you guys. They've always got such beautiful mirrors in there. I then headed back down the hill, back into town, and went off and had a look at some of the charge shops. I went off to Tesco's and got some sunflowers to put in my cowboy boot that I did at the pottery place with my mum and older sister a few months back. I then made my way back, and while on my way back from there, I was listening to music on my headphones. I then got home and I was just watching a little bit of TV, just a bit of music, and ended up having a little bit of a nap. And then I sorted out the sunflowers into my cowboy boot, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. I got some sunflowers and put them in my cowboy boot that I did at the pottery place with my older sister and mum for my mum's belated birthday gift a few months back, and it's so pretty. I love sunflowers, and it looks so pretty in this vase. So cute. Unfortunately, just after that clip, due to the wind, it blew over and smashed a bit of the cowboy boot, so my mum is going to be gluing that back together. And also on things breaking on me, last night I was trying on my Rocky Horror dress for going to Rocky Horror in July, and it tore a bit down the side because I put head on first. I didn't know that you have to put your arms through it, so my mum's going to be putting some green patches to on the inside, and should be able to mend it. She's quite good with a needle and thread, so those two incidences will be sorted, so there's no need to panic or get upset. It's all good, but it's just like, why me? I'm beginning to think I might be cursed, and at least I was able to get a nice clip and photo from my Instagram of the vase with the sunflowers in before disaster, but it'll be all sorted, it's all going to be fine. And I'm now off to go and just chill before going off to Jigsaw volunteering this evening that I do on Tuesday nights, and then I'm going to be heading off to Jen's game site that we now do on Tuesday nights instead of Thursday nights, because we now have touch rugby on Thursday nights. I shall see you with a bit more of the vlog later on. It's late time in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jigsaw and at Jen's for games night. So I got dropped off to Jigsaw volunteering that I do on Tuesday evenings, and I got in and we're doing some arts and crafts where we were cutting out some horses and some jockeys, sticking them together, and then getting a pencil and wrapping some whip around the pencil, like the thread, and then racing them. And we colored them in and cut them out, and then got them ready for the races, but we ran out of time, so we're going to be doing that next week. I then popped to Co-op and got some drinks for games night at Jen's that I was going to straight afterwards, and then got picked up by my dad and had got a top in my bag to get changed into out of my Jigsaw t-shirt, and got into that, and then I got dropped down to Jen's for games night. And it was me, Tash, Jen and Jazz, and we were playing this new game that Tash had got where you have a card with a colour on and you have to describe that colour, and then we have counters, and the one that gets closest to the colour that she was describing wins points. So we played that, which was really fun, and then we played a bit of Jumanji. We then had our tea, and for tea we had some burgers and some curly fries. I'm going to show you guys that. The burger was so delicious and curly fries. We then played some games of Uno No Mercy, and then it was the end of games night, and I gave Tash a big hug as she's off to Benidorm with her football team for a few days, and wished her a lovely time. And Jazz and Tash's dad kindly dropped me home, and I got back, and I've now got my sunflowers I got to put in the little cowboy boot that I did at the pottery place that is now glued and drying as we speak. And I've got the sunflowers. I was going to put them in on my desk. They look really nice there. I think they were a little bit too heavy to go in my cowboy boots, so I'm going to be getting some lighter flowers to put in there, and that's drying. And I just need to get the whip in my Mickey Horror costume fixed, which my mum's going to be sorting out. Super mum, and cannot wait to have the full costume. And then I'll show you guys that I've got the shoes and the wig coming, I think tomorrow or the next day, and she's an absolute wizard with a needle and thread, so she's got it sorted. So I can breathe a little bit, and yeah, let's hope I didn't end up baking anything else. Such a klutz. And I then was watching a bit of 24 Hours of Nanny with my mum and had some bear cuddles, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, put that away, get into my PJs, and then I'm going to be watching today's Home Away, the UK soaps and Love Island, and just see more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday, and I got up after a little bit of a lie-in. I then got showered and changed and was singing along to a bit of the Eurovision movie Yo Ding Dong, which I am obsessed with. Sorry to my neighbours if you heard that. I then got some breakfast, and I had some lemon curd toast with a cup of tea, watched a bit of TV, and was just listening to a bit of music. I just watched a bit of Homes Under the Hammer and had some bear cuddles, and then I was playing with Bear out in the garden, and he was a little bit on edge. He always gets like that when my dad goes off fishing. She does on Wednesdays or Thursdays, and he'd gone fishing today, and so I was playing with him to kind of keep him distracted. He then crashed out on the sofa, bless him. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos and sea lion videos. I got my work rota for next week, so I've written those down in my journal. I also put them up on the board in the kitchen to remind me of my shifts, and then I got myself ready to go off to have a walk, and it was a lovely sunny day of beautiful blue skies. So I got my hat on, my headphones on and my bag, and headed off. And whilst on my walk, I was listening to music on my headphones, listening to a lot of Kylie and a bit of Lady Gaga, and then I got some flower starts, and I'll show you guys those. I was able to get some really beautiful flower starts whilst on my walk with such beautiful colours and patterns on. I then made way into the high street and headed off to have a look inside the child shops, and I tried on 2 t-shirts from there but didn't end up getting them. They just didn't look right on me, unfortunately. And then I saw and chatted to one of my mates who I popped into in one of the child shops. I was having a lovely catch up with them, and then popped to the book shop. I love this one of old books so much, and they had some really cool autobiographies in there. I'd love to have an autobiography out one day. Who knows, maybe I will create my own autobiography. I then popped to Aldi and had a look at the Best Buy section and got some chicken Caesar wraps from there. I love chicken Caesar wraps, they're so good. And then I went off to T.G. Jones and was having a look at some of the stationery in there. I love stationery, but I don't need any more stationery at the moment. I could probably start my own stationery shop, the amount of stationery I've got, but I just love stationery, especially notebooks. I love a good notebook, especially ones that come with pens. They are the best. And then I popped to the lounge and got myself a cookie dough milkshake from there, and I'll show you guys. The cookie dough milkshakes that they do in there are so delicious. I sat and enjoyed that, and was just chilling in there, and I bumped into one of my other friends who I hadn't seen in a long time, so I was having a nice chat with them. And then I got some mirrors off from there, and I'll show you guys those. They've got such cute mirrors and lanterns and prints in that cafe. I then head off to News for You to get a drink for the walk back, and also got a drink for work this evening. I'm doing a 6 till close, and it started to rain a little bit, and I love that earthy smell that the rain leaves, and was making my way back, and then the sun came back out with the blue skies. It was only like a little drizzle, so I didn't even bother getting my coat out of my bag, and it soon dried up and I dried off. It wasn't that damp, thankfully, and I listened to music on my headphones on my way back. I then got back and I'd gotten a birthday card for my grandma, whose birthday is on Sunday, so I put in that, and then I had my chicken Caesar wraps and just listened to a bit of Kylie and was watching some vlogs and TikToks, and did some TikToks and painted those, listened to a bit of music, and was just tidying up my office a little bit more from where I've been working on some illustrations, and it got a little bit messy, and I've got my uniform ready for work this evening, and I'm now just going to read some more of The Last Romeo and have a cup of tea and some of my custard cream biscuits, and we'll see you in a bit more vlog tonight. It's late on in the evening now, but before I talk to you guys about my work shift during 6 till close, I want to show you guys a quick update of my office. My mum has fixed the vase that broke, that was going to have some of these sunflowers in, and I've now put my plushie bouquet in this cowboy boot, and it's so cute. I love the little face popping out of the vase, and I've now got my sunflowers over here. Add a little bit of colour to the room, and they're just such beautiful flowers. And this bouquet of plushy flowers was down there in that little gap there, and I've now put them in here, which means there's now a little bit more room on my desk, and I'm loving how my desk is looking at the moment. I've just moved it around a little bit, added my sunflowers and my little cowboy boot with my little bouquet plushie, and it just looks so cute. I'm really liking how my office is looking at the moment. Not too cluttered, it's been a lot more cluttered before. And then on to tonight's shift. I then, after sorting out my office a little bit, got myself ready for work and got dropped to work by my mum. I then got into work, I got clocked in and put my bag away and got my drink up that I got to have for work. I then had some of that, and it's just me and one other colleague on shift. It's me and my manager on shift, and always love closing with him, as we always work so well together. We bounce off each other, and I was just getting loads of cleaning and close jobs done. It was pretty quiet as it's the football on, so lots of people getting ready to watch the football game. So we don't show sport in our workplace, so it meant it was a lot quieter than usual. And Wednesdays are normally quite quiet. Wednesdays are probably our quietest night, so I just got along with the cleaning and close jobs. And we did have a few people in for drinks and food, so I was ordering some food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and then we got up for about 9:58. I then got my bag and headed off, and I walked back as it was still light outside, which is great. I'm loving the summer evenings where it stays lighter for longer. I then got back, got into my PJs, and then for my tea I had fish and chips. My dad had gone fishing, and on the way back from being at fishing had got us all fish and chips, and I'll show you guys the fish and chips I had. The fish and chips I had for my tea was so delicious. I absolutely devoured them. I was so hungry. I didn't finish writing my journal entry for today, put that away. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks, some funny dog and cat videos, and reading some more of The Last Romeo, and I had a cup of tea and some of my custard cream biscuits, and tried on my Rocky Horror wig that arrived in the post. I looked a little bit like Rizzo from Grease, and Bear was a little bit freaked out. He started barking, and I took the wig off. I was like, it's me, I'm not an intruder, do not panic. And my mum's going to be mending my dress that I got for Rocky Horror. I put it over my head, should have put my arms up first, rookie error, but it's fine. She's mended many clothes over the years with me and my many siblings. There's 5 of us all together, so always been a few like holes in jeans or bits needed mending. So she's got an idea, and obviously when she doesn't fix it, I'm gonna have to do a girl movement test to make sure that it's not gonna fall apart when at the Hippodrome watching Rocky Horror. I don't want to be in the middle of doing the time warp and then it's break, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Just gonna put some like patches inside and like to make it like nice and sturdy, so I'm sure it'll be good. And yeah, I'm so excited for that. And me, Tash and Jazz have also got Bristol Pride off on the 11th of July, which happens to be the week before, and then on the 13th we're off to Waihora, so cannot wait. Lots of fun ahead in July, and I'm off on holiday for 2 weeks in August. Holiday cannot come fast enough. I cannot wait. Always love being on holiday with all of my family and family friends. It's going to be so good. And we're going back to Minehead, and I always love going to Minehead. It's one of my favourite places to go when on holiday. And I then was just working on one of my new illustrations that I just finished off just before tea, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my newest illustration for you guys, starting off with the shoes. She has a pair of white sparkly high heel boots. Who doesn't love a bit of sparkle? She then has this handbag on and a set of black acrylic nails and a ring on. She then has a black leather jacket with a shoulder pad. I love shoulder pads, very 80s, very 90s. She then has this heart-cut dress with a white shirt underneath with a collar, and then a necklace with a black brooch in the middle, and a black pom-pom earring and some stud spike earrings. She then has this long flowing black hair, and then has a red lip. I love a red lip, and a black winged eyeliner. And the faces are probably my favourite things to do. One of my favourite new illustrations. I had a little bit of illustration blocks, so many crumpled up pieces of paper put in the trash can from where I had started an illustration and it just didn't look right. But this one looked great, so I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK Soaps and new Love Island. And I'm loving having Love Island back. Ian Sterling's commentary always cracks me up. And to see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, and I got up after a little bit of a lie-in, as I didn't go to bed till early this morning, as I was watching this new series on Amazon Prime called Off Campus, which is so good. There's 8 episodes, and I got up to about episode 4, and then I had to call it a night, and I'm going to be finishing off the last 4 episodes throughout the day. And I then got some breakfast. I had some Cookie Crisp cereal for my breakfast, watched a little bit of TV, and had some bear cuddles, and was listening to a bit of music and just worked on some illustrations. Kind of some days in, I was just working on a little bit of my short story that I'm working on. I was reading a bit more of The Last Romeo. I had a cup of tea and some custard cream biscuits, and I got myself ready to go off to the garden centre, my happy place. I was off to Dobby's, and it's quite a nice walk. I go through the cut throughs and get there quite quick. And on my way up there, I was listening to music on my headphones, and it was overcast but dry. My favourite type of weather when it's not too hot, not too cold. It's the perfect weather for me. And I then got up to the garden centre and headed off to the home section first of all. I got some home section snacks from them. That home section is so beautiful, with all the tote bags and the pottery and vases and bits like that, and was having a lovely look around there. I then got 3 mirror selfies from there, and I'll show you guys those. Those mirrors are so pretty. I then got some sweets and some more pink lemonade from the little sweet section they have, and I'll show you guys a clip of those. I got some more rose lemonade and some more jelly beans and jelly babies. That pink lemonade is probably one of my favourite drinks to have at the moment. It's so good. And I got some more jelly beans and jelly babies. They're 2 of my favourite sweets to get from there. And that rug that I filmed on is such a pretty rug with the flowers all over it. I then headed off to the plant section and got some plant stats from there that I'll show you guys. They had a load of new plant displays, and I was having a lovely look around there at all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots. I then went off to have a look around at the flower section and got some flower stats from there that I'll show you guys. They had a load of roses and dahlias and sunflowers. They're some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. I then headed off to the cafe and I got an eclair and a pot of tea. The eclair and the pot of tea I had from there was so good. I then chilled in there for a little bit, and they had some really good songs playing on the station they had playing in the cafe. And then I got chatting to one of my mates who worked in the cafe. I then went off and had a look at the stationery and at sort of plushies And then I got some more flour snacks. I'm going to show you guys those. I just love Flout and Plant Photography so much. The garden centre is my happy place. I could stay there all day if I could. I then headed back, and whilst on my way back I got 2 mirrors. I always found this Country Lane mirror, and I'll show you guys those. I then listened to music on my headphones whilst making my way back, and it had rained whilst I was in the garden centre. I managed to avoid the rain luckily, and it was that earthy smell that the rain leaves that I absolutely love. It's one of my favourite smells. I then headed up to the high street and went off to one of the clothes shops to get my grandma's gift voucher for her birthday, which is on Sunday. I then went off to Surroundings, this really cool craft place that sells really cool prints, stationery, socks, mugs, all things that I love, and I always have a lovely time in there, and I'll show you guys some snaps I got from there. So cozy in there. I then went off to have a look around some of the child shops. I went off to Aldi and had a look at the Best Buy section, and to the book shop and to TT Jones. I was having a look at some of the stationery in there, and they had some really cute notebooks in there. And then I got a selfie from this really cute mirror in one of the child shops, and I'll show you guys that. I then got home, and for my lunch I had some cheese and pickle sandwiches with a cup of tea, and me and my mum were just watching a little bit of Stargate. I then got a snap of Bear sat in the armchair in the living room, and I'll show you guys that. He's so adorable. My dad's gone to do a disco, so Bear gets a little bit restless whenever my dad has to go out. So I was playing with him in the garden to kind of keep him calm, and I've just had a cup of tea and some more custard cream biscuits, and have watched the rest of Campus. I just have the last episode to watch that I'm going to be watching when I get back from Touch Rugby this evening, and I'm just going to be chilling before Touch Rugby and just see a bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Touch Rugby, so I got myself ready for Touch Rugby, and then my older sister came and collected me. We then headed down and helped set up, and there was quite a lot of people down there tonight. It's a good turnout. We had 3 games across each of the pitches, and me and my older sister were on a team together, and my older brother was against us. He was on the yellow team, we were on the blue team, and we played him last, and I almost scored a try against his team, but I managed to get caught. I did score a try on another match on one of the other pitches, which I was really chuffed about, considering how I was half asleep, and I was doing some really good passing and catching and running with the ball. And Jake, Jen's son, who now comes to play, is doing really well as well with his running and passing, and it's really good to see him having so much fun. And at the end, Jen took a group photo of us all together, and then me and my older sister got back to mine, and we brought the bibs back to get washed. She stayed for a little bit and then went off home. I then got showered and got into my PJs, and for my tea I had Spanish chicken, and I'll show you guys that. The Spanish chicken that I had for my tea was so delicious. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and then watch the last episode of Off Campus on Amazon Prime, which I started last night, and I've binge watched all 8 episodes. Just have the last one to watch. I am loving it. It's so good. My older brother's girlfriend got me onto it, and I hope there's a second series of that show, as it is so good. And to see you more about tomorrow. So Friday is the end of the week and almost the weekend, and I got up early ready to go off to morning group, and I had some breakfast, I had some cereal and watched a bit of TV, just a bit of music. I was having some bear cuddles and was playing with him in the garden with his favourite rope toy, and it was lovely and sunny with beautiful blue skies. And then I got dropped to morning group by my mum. Got to morning group and was having a lovely catch up with everybody, asking how their weeks had been, and it was lovely getting to chat with everyone and see what they've been up to during the week. And we were doing some baking, and I always love doing baking at morning group, and we were making some apple crumble, and one of the members of morning group weren't able to attend morning group as they've got an upset stomach, wishing him a speedy recovery. And we then got on with baking the apple crumble, got all the ingredients ready, and started making that. And I'm quite a quick baker, so I was happy with some of the others who were getting a little bit stuck or needed a little bit more help, and it was just so much fun. We then put these in the oven to cook, and then we had a little tea and coffee break and had some biscuits that make it natter, and I popped to the loo whilst we were having a little break, and I got 2 mirror selfies from one of the bathrooms in the shoe guys. These 2 mirror selfies are so cute. It's a beach themed bathroom which is so adorable. I then got some flower sets from the garden and I'll show you guys those. The gardens are so beautiful with all the lovely roses, and that yellow dahlia with the white spots on is probably one of my favourite dahlias. They're so beautiful, and always love getting snaps of those dahlias. We then did some colouring in pages, and I did some drawings, and then our apple crumbles were finished, and I'll show you guys mine. The apple crumbles turned out so well. It was then at the end of the session, and I got picked up by my mum, and we made our way back, and on the way back I had to go into One Stop to get some Marmite for my mum, and I ended up getting some custard for the crumble. We then made our way home, and just as we were getting back home I realised that I'd left my rings at Morning Group, so we had to head back to Morning Group to collect my rings. I forget my head, it was attached to my body. We then got home, and for my lunch I had some sausage sandwiches with a cup of tea and watched a bit of Holmes and the Hammer, had some bear cuddles, and just read some more of The Last Romeo, and it's a bit of a slow burner but I'm slowly getting into that, and then had a cup of tea and some of my custard cream biscuits. I then was just watching some vlogs and TikToks of funny dog and cat videos and just listened to a bit of music, and then got myself ready to go off for a walk, and I headed off down to where we're going to be having a Lidl, and it's quite a nice walk down around there, so I was just enjoying the sunshine, and then made my way up into the high street where I went off and had one of the charge shots, got a milkshake from one of the cafes and sauntered out to one of my mates in there. I then got back and I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos and sea lion videos, and just working on some more illustrations and coloring some of those in. And then I popped to One Stop to get myself a pizza for tea and get some bits from there. I then got back, and for my tea I had a pepperoni pizza and a bit of my apple crumble with some custard, and I'll show you guys that. The pizza and the apple crumble I had for my tea was so delicious. I love pepperoni pizza and haven't had a pepperoni pizza in ages, and that crumble I made at Morning Group turned out so well, and had a little bit of cinnamon in, and it came through and just made it taste even better. And I'm now off to go and finish my journal entry for today, put that away, and I've got my uniform ready for work tomorrow, and I'm going to be watching today's Home and Away and UK soaps and the new Love Island, and just see more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your weekend. I got up after a little bit of a lie-in as I didn't have work until 11. I was doing 11 till 3. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and watched a bit of TV, just a bit of music, and was having some bear cuddles, and it was a lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies. And I then got dropped to work by my dad, and just before work I got myself a drink from the corner shop, and then went off to the flower shop and got some flower starts from there that I'll show you guys. I was able to get some really pretty flower starts from there. They've always got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in that flower shop. I was having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there, and then I got some plant starts from there as well, and I'll show you guys those. I had a load of new succulents in, so I was having a lovely look around there at all the pretty succulents and cactuses and pretty plant pots and pretty patterned leaves. They always have such beautiful plant displays in the windows. I then had a look inside the child shops, and then popped to go to get myself some bits from Aldi, and then I got to work. I got into work, got clocked in and put my bag away and got my drink out to have for work. I had some of that, and it was me and 3 other colleagues on shift. One of my colleagues was on coffees, another one on bar, and another one on floats, the other on bar and floor, and I was mainly on the floor, running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, and doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, and was doing some smoothie making, as well as I ended up going on bar as well as on floor, so I ended up going on float as well. And we had a great team on, we absolutely smashed it, and we had a great players playing, so I got myself singing along to some of those songs whilst cleaning tables. And I was cleaning tables inside as well as outside, and saw and chatted to loads of the regulars, and saw loads of my mates, so I was having nice chats with them. And then I ended up finishing at about 2:40ish instead of 3, as it quieted down, and both my colleagues who needed lunch breaks, who were on till 5, had their lunch breaks. So I ended up finishing, I clocked off, got into this top that I had in my bag, and then I ended up having a fry up from there, as there'd been a bit of a food mix up, so I ended up getting that. So I had that, and then I headed off, and whilst on my way home I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the lovely sunshine, and there's a bit of a breeze as well, so it's not too hot, thankfully. I then got back, and my high heels have arrived for my Rocky Horror costume for when we go in July, which will be this time next month. We'll be getting ready, and I'm so excited to go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show in the Hippodrome. And my mum had gone off to my grandma's, and she got back, and my dad took Bear off for his walk. I'm now off tomorrow, and it's my grandma's birthday tomorrow, so we're going to be having a party for her. Can't wait. And my aunt and uncle and cousin are down to stay, and it's going to be nice seeing them. And then I put my work clothes in the wash and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was reading some more of The Last Romeo. And then my dad went off to Tesco's and did a food shop and got back, and for my tea I had some hot dogs. The hot dogs I had for my tea were so delicious. I had them out here at this table I'm filming to you guys on, and this tablecloth that my mum and dad got me, that you can see in the photo that I got of the hot dogs, is so pretty. And then I ended up getting a selfie sat out here, and I'll show you guys that. My eyes look super blue sat out here, and I'm just going to be sat out here enjoying the sunshine, and I've got my journal over there, and I'm going to be finishing writing that and just do some illustrations. I've also put my illustration book out here and got my headphones over there that I'm going to be listening to some music on and just chilling for the rest of my evening. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely start to your weekend, and shall see you more on the vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday rest. I got up after a little bit of a lie-in. I then had some breakfast, and I had some lemon curd toast with a cup of tea, and I need to get some more lemon curd. I get mine from one of the shops in the high street that was the inspiration for the comedy series Open All Hours, called Rutherford, and it hasn't changed. It still looks the same that it did when I was a kid, and they have all the classic sweets in the sweet jars and the scales to weigh out stuff, and it's just such a cool shop, and I always get cream fingers from there. They do the best cream fingers, so I think tomorrow after work I'm going to be heading there to get some more lemon curd. I then watched a little bit of TV, just a bit of music, and was having some bear cuddles. I was playing with him out in the garden. It was another lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies, and there's a bit of a breeze as well, so it's not too hot, thankfully. And then I got showered and changed, and I got 2 mirror selfies from this golden mirror that I got from TK Maxx with a bow on, sat on my desk, and I'll show you guys those. I love that mirror so much, it's so cute. I was then just working on some more illustrations and cutting some of those in, and reading a little bit more of The Last Romeo, and just watched some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos and sea lion videos. Sea lions are so adorable, they are becoming my favourite animal. I just love them so much. I then was just watching some stuff record that I need to catch up on and listen to a bit of music. I was working on a little bit more of my short story that I've been working on, and then tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing a 9 till 3. I then got myself ready to go off for a walk. I got my bag and my hat on and my headphones on, and head off on a walk and listen to some music on my headphones whilst on my walk, and have been really loving Esta Bonita by Madonna at the moment. Such a classic Madonna song. I then made my way down to my town's castle and had a lovely walk around my town's castle's grounds, and got some snaps of the castle and a few guys those. It's so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to have a castle on my doorstep that I could go and explore. It's not a hotel, but you can still go and walk around the grounds, and they've got a water fountain which is so beautiful, and you can see little bits of the ruin from where it had to be stopped as the person that was making the castle got executed by King Henry VIII for treason, so it had to stop being made, and they've managed to restore as much as they can, which is now a hotel. And I would love to do a tour of the castle someday, and was having a lovely walk around the gardens, which is so beautiful, and I got some snaps from there, all the flowers. I'm sure you guys those. The rose garden is so beautiful, all of the beautiful coloured roses, and it smells so good. I then went off into the lounges where you can have afternoon teas or just pop in for a hot drink or for some food, and I normally get hot chocolates from there, which are so good, and they normally come with a little shortbread biscuit, which is so adorable. And I got some snacks from the lounges, and I'll show you guys those. I was able to get some really beautiful snaps from the lounges with all of the pretty chandeliers and the tapestries and the fireplaces, and they had this beautiful golden table with some games that you can play, and they had a vase with some flowers in, and all of the portraits and the large windows. It's just so cozy in there, and they had some classical music playing in there, and I've gone in there before for some hot chocolates, which are so good. I then got some mirror selfies, and I'll show you guys those. They've got such beautiful mirrors in that castle. I then headed off, and whilst on my way back I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the sunshine and blue skies, and it's just been such lovely weather. And I've looked up what it's supposed to be like for my birthday, which is on the 24th, which is 2 Wednesdays time, and it's supposed to be nice. Fingers crossed. It's normally quite nice on my birthday. Hopefully it stays dry. I don't mind if it's dry, I just do not want it to be raining on my birthday. I then got home, and for my lunch I had a cheese and pickle toastie. Haven't had a cheese and pickle toastie in so long, and it was so good. I then had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and me and my mum and dad were just watching a little bit of the tennis. I was then playing with Bear out in the garden, and then finished off watching this series on Amazon Prime that I started watching a few days ago. After watching Off the Ice, I started this new one, which is so adorable. And like with Off the Ice, there was 8 episodes, and I binge watched it. I watched it so quickly, and really hope there's a second series. The way they ended it, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second series. And then my mum went off to pick my grandma up, and it was her birthday today. She's 83 today. Happy birthday, grandma, love you lots. And I put a birthday poster up and got her card ready to give to her. And my mum brought my grandma over, and I gave my grandma her card, gave her a hug, and was just having a nice chat with her. I went some cups of tea and some biscuits, and just watched a little bit of TV. And then my younger brother and his girlfriend arrived, and my older brother and his girlfriend arrived, and then my older sister arrived a little bit later on. And we then were just giving my grandma her cards and presents, and then we had a party tea for my grandma's birthday. I'm sure you guys the party spread that we had. The party spread was so good, ate so much. We then let our food go down, and then we played a bit of charades. Always love a game of charades. And then my older brother had this game called Heads Up, where you have like a thing where it's like you have to act out, or you have to hum the song, or you have like a TV show and stuff that people have to describe it, and you have the thing where they see it but you can't, and you have to put it down if you get it right, or put it up like that way if you get it wrong. And that was really fun, and you can film it films at the end like what it was like when people were trying to like get you to guess the stuff. So we were watching those, which was very funny. And then my grandma got dropped home, and she thanked us all for a lovely birthday, and my dad took her home. And then my older brother and his girlfriend headed home, and my younger brother and his girlfriend as well. And then me and my older sister and younger sister were playing some games of Shut the Box, which is such a great game, and watched a little bit of Auntie's Weird Show. And then my older sister headed home as well, and I've just finished watching my journal entry for today, and I'm now off to go and watch New Love Island. And hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and will have a great new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in a new vlog coming very soon.